We live and we operate in a very fast-paced business universe. And in that fast-paced business universe, it is very easy to not get those invoices out, not to get that cash flow moving, and not to get paid on time. Thankfully, cloud accounting, digital accounting has revolutionized the way that we can invoice clients, get paid, and keep that cash cycle moving. And in this week's video, I'm going to outline some of the features of invoicing and tracking payments through platforms like Xero. I'm also going to indicate some of the features that we have in there that will accelerate that cash flow, keep us on top of that liquidity, keep us on top of keeping our businesses forward here, and outline some of those features to you. Hi folks, my name is Mahmood. I'm a business finance fixer, accountant, and author of the book, I Hate Numbers, and founder of the firm of the same name. In 28 plus years, I've helped thousands of business owners make more money. Who doesn't want that? Reduce their tax, reduce their anxiety and stress, and have the business lives that they should have. And who wouldn't want that? Well, I certainly want that for you. Let's crack on with the video. Now, there's no doubting that in terms of one big problem for many businesses is actually getting paid on time. You've done the work, you've delivered the service, you've sold the product, you're giving clients credit terms. Typically, that's going to be more in a B2B space, but B2C it operates as well. And if you're giving credit terms to clients, you want to make sure that those credit terms are complied with. You need to make sure the money comes into your bank account. You need to make sure you keep those wheels of liquidity moving. As a small reminder, if you imagine a business owner that's generating, say, around about £120,000 a year, that's about £10,000 a month worth of revenue. Again, a day's delay on the payment terms here means that's an extra 300 plus quid a day that you're waiting for to come in. If that cash doesn't come into your bank account, you're going to have pressure on you paying suppliers on time, paying your staff team, paying yourself as well. And we don't want that. That's going to add to the stress and anxiety and likelihood of hitting a brick wall. So what about the features that we can have? How does it help us? Well, within a digital accounting platform like Xero, you have templates that are already there for you that you can use for your invoicing. You can add your logos, you can add the wording, you can change it, you can alter it, you can have the look and feel of the invoice that you might be normally sending out through, say, something like Word or Google Docs. And instead, you can digitize that instead. You can set up a variety and a range of invoices, different brandings, different looks, different feels, depending on the service and the product that you're delivering. You can pre-populate that. If there are standard features, standard services you're providing, you can pre-populate them. And by the use of a drop-down window, you can select what you need and add that. So preparing the invoice is much easier. If you wish, you can also send out a document as a proposal or a quote. The client can look at that. There can be some interaction. And when they finally accept that proposal, that can be converted into an invoice straight away. So doubling up that process, making that more efficient, is a win-win in terms of productivity and speed. That customer experience is going to be enhanced. And if we've got a positive customer experience, that's always going to be good for us and the customer as well. What else can we do? Well, we can set up recurring invoices. So if you've got a service where it's a monthly paid membership, for example, you've got a subscription-based organization, then you can send out monthly recurring invoices. You can automate that process. So there's no need to remind yourself through your diary or your calendar that you've got an invoice to send out. You can decide when that invoice gets sent out. You can notate on the invoice what those credit terms are. And that's going to be a win-win situation. I found for my own businesses, we've got a cloud accounting. We use Xero in our own firms and in my own businesses. And I've found definitely that cash flow has improved. I found that getting those digital invoices out accelerates clients interacting with that, getting paid. It's a much better experience for them. And as we evolve into a digital world much more than we did 10, 15 years ago, it's a win-win, and it's got to be a must-do situation as well. So that's the templates, the invoicing, the regularity. What about the actual getting paid? Well, digital accounting step forward, it's got some real powerful positive features. We can send out statements. We can decide the frequency of those statements. We can show clients what they've purchased, what they've paid, It's easy to send out reminders. We can dictate the frequency of which those reminders are sent out, those little nudges. Again, things can slip through a client's in tray and they forget that they've got to pay you. I know that sounds bizarre, but we all live busy, hectic lives. So letting it slip through is quite easy to do. Some clients might be a little bit more naughty, a little bit more challenging. So those frequency of reminders is going to be positive. Now, lastly, what's the other powerful feature? And we're just scratching the surface here. Well, you've got the ability to link your invoices for payment gateways as well. So the client gets the invoice, the client knows what they've got to pay, and then it comes to actually paying you. You can link it to things like Go Cardless, Stripe, PayPal. Therefore, that customer experience of actually physically paying you can be linked directly to the invoice, and that makes it a good positive experience and a greater likelihood of actually accelerating when that money comes in to your bank account. And that's when it counts, when the money arrives, not when the invoice and the work is done. In addition, you can actually have it linked. Clients can pay straight online. You can track when that money comes in. You can track when it's late. And all of that conspired together creates a real positive culture, a real positive environment in which you're operating your credit control procedures. One truism in business is once you run out of cash, say goodbye, close the lights on your way out of the building, you will not survive. Cash is critical to keep our business going. Now, folks, I've scratched the surface. I've talked to you about invoicing. We've helped thousands of clients over the years set up digital accounting systems, embrace that, train them, get them onboarded, help them change from different systems. And if you want that for you, drop me a line. We can have a chat and see where we can help you. We have a free guide, a link in the show notes as well, to give you about the features and migrating to the cloud. Have a read. It's free. Not a word that often comes off an accountant's lips, but there it is, and that's there for you. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, I'd love it if you could share it with those who will benefit as well. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you use digital accounting in your business, and have you found it a force for good? And until next week, folks, happy digital accounting.